Hello, Enid, and welcome to this week's special edition of the St. Patty's celebration. We have a ton we're going to talk about today. So my name is Larissa, and with me today is Scott and Susan from the library.
Yes, I'm a mad scientist this week.
She is our mad scientist. Yes, we're going to have a ton of fun. We're going to make some stuff, but that's not the first thing we're going to do. So what did you guys do over the weekend?
Well, I got to tell you, mine was pretty boring. I organized my garage. That's a kind of an embarrassing thing, but I pretty well just stayed home and organized my garage. I put some tools away, and that's how I spent most of my day on Saturday.
It was beautiful, though.
You know, I was inside. I was at the Oklahoma Library Association meeting last Thursday and Friday. Stayed over Saturday because I had daughters flying into town, and I spent a good part of my Saturday at Barnes & Noble reading children's books.
That makes a lot of sense.
I loved it. It was so much fun.
Well, I went to Stillwater, and I have an elderly man that I drive around, and so I was in Stillwater for a long time, way too long, but it was gorgeous. I would have rather been on the bike. So, so because of March is Women's History Month, we have been honoring women in the administration of this, in the supervisor roles, and so you can see those on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel, and so that's really exciting. And I believe this is the last week for that. So if you missed that, maybe if you know one of these wonderful women, then you can go and you can see what inspires them. Because that's one of the things that we learned about each other. And so we also, the Outlaws season is ramped up.
Has started, hasn't it?
Yeah, and from what I understand, they've played 2 games and they've won both of them. And this past weekend they played and they won by 49 points. That's an amazing number.
Not a close game, huh?
No, not at all. Not at all. I think they took that one. And so they have other games that are going to be happening. And so if that's something that you want to get involved with and you want to support your local basketball team, then you can go to enidoutlaws.com, or I believe the Stride Bank Center also has that information. And so there is that information. So we're going to roll into what's going on at the library. So we have grow your own seed bombs.
Seed bombs, yes. Can you believe it? We are all about STEM and science this week during spring break at the library. And Margot, our adult programming librarian, has come up with these amazing seed bombs, and I thought you guys both might want to try that.
Susan, tell us what is a seed
bomb? Yeah, I'm so glad you asked. Let me grab my supplies down here. But basically what you're doing is you're getting a piece of like clay. This is air dry clay, and it was what we had at the library already in storage. And then we're getting dirt, soil, potting soil. Okay, and what you're going to do is I'm going to give you guys each a ball of clay. And what you're going to do with that, look, we even have...
All right.
Yes, we have supplies for you.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. And I'm going to give you each a ball of clay. And you're going to roll it, into a ball, but then you're going to flatten it out with the palm of your hand, okay?
Okay.
So you want it to be...
Oh my goodness.
I know. Roll.
Roll.
Okay, I know, and you're going to turn orange. I do have wipes for you, but then you're just going to flatten it out.
Okay.
Okay? Not super big, just about like this. You can see that on there. And so you're going to flatten that out.
Okay.
And then you're going to get some potting soil. Okay? And you are going to just put a little bit on. Here, I'm going to put some on yours
that works.
to start. Okay.
Is that enough?
Yes. Isn't that crazy? It is going to be enough. And then I've got some seeds. Now you can use your choice of seeds, but today we've got some sunflower seeds. And I'm going to give you each a couple of seeds. You don't want them to be, we don't want to overcrowd when you toss these into your garden. So we're going to get you each a couple of seeds. Scott, if you want to grab a couple. And you're going to put them on top of your potting soil and on top of that clay.
Now, are these the same kind of sunflower seeds they eat at like baseball games?
I know, now I'm thinking about baseball.
Are you getting hungry? So like you're thinking this could be a snack instead of a seed project?
That sounds great.
I don't know, but I love sunflowers though when you see them all growing, and they're gorgeous. So now that you've got your seed,
Yes.
and you've got your potting soil, and you've got your clay, you are going to kind of turn over and fold up your clay, okay? Just kind of fold it in half.
Oh, like a taco.
Like a taco, yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Exactly. And then basically what you're going to do is you're going to then, after you have folded it up and you've gotten those seeds inside, you're going to make another ball.
Okay.
You're going to kind of squish it together so the seeds are inside your clay ball.
Okay.
And then you're going to go ahead and roll that clay ball around in the additional potting soil that you've got left there on your wax paper. All right? And it'll stick. And if you need some more, you can put it in mine there, Larissa, if you want to get some extra soil. I put a little bit too much out.
I don't feel like I packed mine very well,
But it's okay. It really is okay. These are amazing. So then what you get to do is you take this home and you let it dry out for a couple of days.
Oh, there's a drying process.
Yes. So it dries out. And then, so of course I asked Margot, our adult services librarian, I said, so then after it dries out, I plant it? And she says, no, you don't plant it. You toss it. Yeah. Scott just looked at me with big eyes. You toss it into your whatever area you want to see how these grow. And so what will happen is as the clay has dried out, it will disintegrate, and your seeds will be protected. They're protected from birds or squirrels or anybody else who's looking for those delicious sunflower seeds.
Yes. And
they're protected, and it will grow from your seed bomb. And you just toss it into your gardening plot or your flower bed, wherever it is you want to see some seeds.
And they just
Maybe Derek's off. I could throw it in Derek's office and see if it'll grow.
You could. I don't know. We'll need water, right?
Yes.
So I don't know. You could go toss it into Derek's yard.
Okay.
Maybe, and see how that works.
Or a pot. You could do a flower pot.
You could. You could put them in a flower pot. There's so many different places you can try and do
Nice.
these. So
that's
this
fun.
is, it's super easy. I'll give you
Thank
each
you.
a wipe so you're not like, oh my goodness. But we're doing these at the library tomorrow afternoon. And this is a great thing to do with your kids. So stop on by the library. It's just kind of a fun little spring project for you and your kids during the spring break week at 5 o'clock tomorrow. So come and join us and make some seed bombs. Super easy, just a little bit grubby, but we'll help you get your hands washed off, and lots of fun.
I like that. That was fun. I like getting my hands dirty though.
I know, it's kind of nice to dig around in the soil, and especially as spring's coming. We're so ready for spring.
So now that's not all you have going on at the library. We have a ton of other stuff. Like we have the mad scientist.
Well, that's me today. I am the mad scientist, and we are starting some new STEM programming at the library for our littles and for our elementary school aged kids. So once a month, we are doing a programming for junior mad scientists. They're going to be meeting this week on Wednesday the 16th at one class at 2, one at 4:30. You do have to register. And then we're going to have, and that's junior mad scientists is really for elementary school kids. Okay. And then our mini mad is for our preschoolers, ages 3 to 5. And we're going to be meeting for them on Thursday at 10:30 and at 4. Again, you have to call and register. But we're going to be having a literature tie-in, but then we're going to experiment. And so our mini mad scientists, our younger ones, will be reading The Three Little Pigs, and we'll be using different materials to construct a house. And we're going to talk about materials and strength and all different kinds of forces that can act on what they build and what stays and works best. For our older kids, we'll be reading a book about volcanoes. And then, of course, we'll be building volcanoes.
That is so fun.
So it's going to be a blast. Parents need to accompany their kids. This is something for parents and kids to enjoy together. We will have all the supplies you need, but call and register because space is limited. So our junior and mini-med scientists, once a month programming starting this month.
That's cool. I think I might take off work to go do that.
I would love for you to do that. Come and see us.
I have to get permission first. But then you also have the library book sale going on.
Yes, we have our Friends of the Library, and they will be doing a book sale Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You can see those hours on your screen. But we have generous folks in the community who donate books to the library. Some of them sometimes we're able to keep and use in our collection. Others we sell. We sell them at really low prices. So come check out our library book sale this week, brought to us by our Friends of the Library.
Susan, do you have those fun pencils and erasers and stickers? And I remember being so excited about the school book sales.
Oh,
and
yes,
where you
scholastic book
you could get all of the neat little
all those neat little things. I don't know that our Friends of the Library will have them.
Probably don't have the pencils, but you got some books.
I know, but we do have lots of prizes in the library for our youngest readers. They can come in this week. The Cat in the Hat, Thing 1 and Thing 2 are roaming the building. They are always up to shenanigans and mischief, and so we rely on our young patrons to come in and find them for us, and they get to choose a prize out of the prize box when they help us find them. So we do have prizes at the library.
That's great.
Something for everyone.
That's fun. Oh my goodness. I promise you are missing out if you are not getting yourself into the library. They have so much stuff going on. And then you have more than just what we've talked about here.
Oh my goodness, yes. Yes, we have all the things happening this week with our teens. We have an anime club. We have Dungeons and Dragons. Today is our Minecraft drop-in. And then also on Friday, something for everyone. We have started an elementary book club, and so we started last month. This month we're reading Because of Winn-Dixie, a great book by really famous children's author Kate DiCamillo, and we're reading that, discussing it this Friday, and then at 2 o'clock this Friday we will be watching the movie upstairs in the Great Plains room. We have the ability for performance rights. We can show that in a public setting, and it is open to everyone. So if you need a good movie day, come see a classic fun movie that kids love, Because of Winn-Dixie.
Yeah. You're going to have to tell me, what's Winn-Dixie?
Okay, well, Winn-Dixie is a dog that is adopted by a young girl who has just moved to a new town.
Fireworks, here we go.
Right?
The waterworks are coming on, all the dog books.
But it's so funny because she meets the dog at the local Winn-Dixie grocery store.
Oh,
and the
that's
dog
what it is.
accidentally gets in and mayhem ensues. And so it's about the relationship with the girl and this dog, Winn-Dixie, and other people in the town. It's a great read.
I'm a fur mom too. I am.
Okay, yes.
So I may have to come.
You'll love it. Come see the movie.
For sure. Well, the library has a ton of things going on, but so does Parks and Rec. So throughout the year, you'll see that the Parks and Recreation Department, they offer a lot of different events, like they do Christmas in the park and things like that. But for St. Patrick's Day, they're doing a hunt for gold in Champion Park.
That sounds
and it's
fun.
From 1 to 3. And these are the little guys that you're going to be finding, and they're going to be full of gold. And you're going to be looking for the green gold.
Wonderful.
And so I don't know where. I assume they're going to be hiding them everywhere. So you probably should get out there and scout. Maybe I don't know. I've never hunted for gold
Just
like this.
be prepared to hunt.
I mean, yeah, and you can.
There might
eat
be.
while
Do
you're
you think there'll
hunting.
be leprechauns?
I would. I mean, I don't know.
It could be.
I would hope so, but we'll
never know
find
what you'll
out.
see.
We'll find out. But they also. So I don't know if you had the chance to go to Nerf Wars, but I did not. I wanted to.
I saw it on the front page of the paper, though. Great
yeah, they had
pictures.
a great turnout.
Yeah.
for sure. But if you want to get in on that, then it's on Saturday, and that's from 1 to 3. And so it's free. There's no registration necessary for that. And so that's going to be something really fun. Get out and enjoy the nice weather. And then it's on Thursday. This is on Thursday. And so then the Northwest Oklahoma Early Childhood Coalition is showcasing or having an event called Superhero Saturdays. That's going to be on Saturday, April 9th from 9 to noon at North Meadow Lake Park. And so they will be serving a complimentary lunch from 11 to noon. And so they encourage children, and they encourage children. So, adults can be children. And so dress up as your favorite superhero. And who's your favorite superhero?
Oh, I don't know. I really like Wonder Woman. I also like Captain Marvel.
Mm.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite? Superman. I am going to say, what's his name? He's on the Guardians of Galaxy. Mm-hmm. He's the leader. I don't know. But Rocket is my favorite off of that show.
Yeah.
Rocket. He's the raccoon. Rocket.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Is Groot a superhero? I love Groot.
Groot can be anything you want him to be.
I think Groot is awesome.
He's a superhero.
Okay.
He's all
so
he
Groot's
says
on my
Groot.
favorites list too.
Yeah, for sure. Well, if that's something you want to get into, then I highly suggest you get out there, because that's going to be a blast. There's going to be a free putt-putt. There's going to be paddle boats, ice cream, a petting zoo. There's going to be face painting. There's going to be all kinds of stuff out there. So that's definitely something to get out and get into the community with. And then now that the spring and summer are coming, the landfill, their hours are switching as well. And so during the week, Monday through Friday, it's going to be from 7 to 6. And then on Saturdays, it's from 8 to 4. And if you have questions, feel free to either go out to their office, or you can call their number, which is 616-7382. And other than that, that is all I have for quality of life. And so we're going to move into road closures. And yeah, so on Roseanne Street, I told you about this last week, but that should be wrapping up probably this week. So that was closed for street replacement. And then we also have the road closure on West Cherokee for concrete repairs. And that's going to last about another week or two. And then we also have on West Randolph, across or behind in the alleyway, there was a sinkhole that was discovered. And so they've had to close that alleyway off, and that's between North Independence and North Grand. And so be aware of that. And so that's not accessible. And as of right now, it will be closed until further notice. And then we also have the concrete repairs on Park Avenue, and that began on March 14th, and that should last for another week or two. And so moving into some intern opportunities. So Scott, do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. We like to provide opportunities for people, that are in the middle of their college or in between, and to get some experience before they moving into their career and graduate. My son right now is a senior at OBU in Shawnee, and he's doing a practicum at the Shawnee Police Department. So he has to spend like 120 some hours working different shifts with the police department. And we've had some success with this program. People that have come through and gotten some experience in different places. We even had our own here last year, or the year before, actually a year and a half ago. We had a Kirby came in, and he was an internship. He had an internship here in the communications department, and did a fantastic job, and is moving forward in his career and gained some valuable experience. And we got some great work out of the deal too. And so, if you're interested in any of these internship opportunities that we have available, then, or if you know someone that is, then you can apply online at enid.org/careers, and we're taking applications until April 4th.
And then if you want more information on that, you can go to enid.org/careers. And so that sounds like a great a great opportunity to take advantage of. And then we also have some board vacancies, and from what I'm understanding, then there are some that are being explored and possibly filled.
That's right. So the ones that say that they're filled right now, at tomorrow's council meeting, those 4 will be filled. And then in April, there are going to be 4 more positions filled at each of the meetings. So there are 8 more boards that we need to have positions filled in. And so at least 8 more of them during the month of August will be filled, and then we'll move on, and whatever's left in May, we'll keep on, and hopefully by the end of May we'll have all of the positions filled for these boards. And so from the ones that are left, not counting aviation, CDBG, or Meadow Lake, those are available, and you can apply for those if you want to be involved in the community. And so I would strongly encourage anyone that has an interest in this to get involved. Some of them have some qualifications that you have to have, but a lot of them are at large, don't need any special qualifications to be on the board. So go to enid.org/board application and fill out an application. We'd love to receive that and consider you to be a part of this community and a part of the solution that we need to move forward as a community and help gain some more understanding in some of these situations.
That was a great explanation. Thank you. And then we also have the CDBG.
That's right. There was they're taking the deadline on that's the 18th, which is this Friday. So if you want to put in an application to be an approved community organization to receive that grant, then that's due by this Friday the 18th.
And then, of course, we have the commission meeting coming up.
Yeah, we tomorrow evening we have a study session at 5 o'clock, and there's going to be some good things to talk about during the study session. Let's see here. We're going to get an update on some state legislative items from Kurt Rogo, and then our engineering department is going to be giving us a few updates. We're going to get one on some upcoming street work. Grand and Garriott over here. We've got some beautiful new signals in that look similar to the ones down on Benson Boulevard by the little Walmart. And but now they're preparing to do the ADA and sidewalks and the new radiuses that will make the entrance into downtown so much easier to get into and make it look far more attractive than it looks right now. And then we'll get an update on Cleveland and Willow, that widening project going that way. And then after that, we're going to receive an update on the Leona Mitchell Boulevard water main improvements. And so we've been talking about that. That's been on the agenda to do, and that's going to be a very expensive project where we're extending and putting new mains to replace older mains all the way down from Garriott down to Moore through on Leona Mitchell. And it'll include a few little extra mains that shoot off that are to replace some really older mains there, and that's going to improve not only the ability for development but fire protection. So for those apartment complexes that are down there and everything that Forgotten Ministries is doing, it will help support the fire department if there's any type of emergencies down there. And speaking of Forgotten Ministries, that's the last item on our study session. He's got several ideas that he is working to do, and he's going to be talking about that tomorrow night. He just wanted to update the mayor and commissioners on what his plans are and his project for over there. He's got 3 things to talk about. One is a new men's group home, one is a ropes course, and another is a tiny home development. And so he's going to be talking about those 3 things in the study session tomorrow night. And that, we'll talk about MAPC here after we talk about the regular meeting. But that's what's on the agenda for the study session. And then at 6:30, we've got our regular meeting. And there are a few things that I'd like to just point out on there. We don't have any main administrative items, but we have a few things in the consent items that I think we should celebrate. And so I just wanted to talk about it for a minute. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. So the first one is we're awarding a contract to repair the bridge that went out by St. Mary's on Oklahoma Street. And so that contract is going out. It's an expensive repair, almost $1 million. They've got 200 days to finish that construction. So after it's awarded, hopefully by Thanksgiving, that bridge will be repaired and we won't have to ever talk about that road closure again because there'll be a brand new bridge there. Another one is we love our parks and we love our trails, and we recently did the low water bridge crossing at Meadow Lake, so you could get across right there. And we're going to be extending from where it ends there in the parking lot on the Meadow Lake South. We're going to extend that all the way around to the horseshoe pits, kind of next to one of the next to the golf course. And so that's just an extension inside the park. And so that's going to be awarded tomorrow night in consent in preparation of that trail being built all the way to Vance Air Force Base. So that will be the next leg. We'll be going along the south of there, along the golf course all the way down to Southgate and over to the Vance Air Force Base gate. So that will be exciting.
That's long.
So, but this one is particularly just inside the park to bring it over to the golf course. And then another one is just, I'll talk about two more awards. We're doing a contract award for another few blocks of waterline replacement on East Randolph Street in between 800 and 8th and 10th of East Randolph. We'll be doing a waterline replacement there. And then the final is, if you lived over on Chestnut around 10th Street, there was a repair made there about a year ago, where some brand new concrete was laid, and there's a section of it where there's a bump, and it transitions down, and there's a big bump there. Well, they did that on purpose, and they needed to extend and do some more waterline relocations in that area, in between 10th and Davis on East Chestnut Street, and that is going to fix those water lines, and it's also going to bring that fresh concrete up to grade with the rest of it, and no more speed bump right there. So some of you guys have been asking about that, and this contract award's going to help with that. So that's pretty much the main items on the meeting coming up tomorrow night.
Well, that sounds exciting. So as you said, we do also have the MAPC meeting coming up as well on the 21st at 6. And that's in the council chambers as well.
That's right. So next Monday, 6 o'clock, council chambers, there's going to be several items on that agenda. What normally happens in that are lot splits, plats, different things like that for community development. I'll be presenting a new ordinance, updating our sign ordinance. So we'll be talking about that at MAPC and seeing if that board approves those ordinance changes, and then it'll go from there, recommended to the mayor and commissioners at the next meeting in April for them to consider. I talked about forgotten ministries. Jeremiah is going to talk about those three things that he's talking about. There are PUDs, which is a planned unit development. So he'll be talking about those three PUDs at that meeting so that they can get all of the improvements that they want to do in the area. And I'm sure there will be a few more lot splits and other things like that of that sort. So those are usually the third Monday at 6 o'clock in the council chambers. So join us if you're interested next Monday.
And if that sounds like something that you want to get involved with, that's where you go. And so if you want to be a voice, then we highly encourage that. So we also have, I know we talk about this all the time, and you're like, SeeClickFix. Oh my goodness. Yes, we are passionate about SeeClickFix. And so this is where you can go and tell us what you're seeing so that it can be reported. You download it on your phone, or you can access it on the website and things like that. And so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to administration or to our office, and we would be more than happy to help you get that so that you can do that as well. And then these are a few of the items that you can report on. And of course, there's 55 of them. And so, but like I said, we'll help you. And so you can also stay connected with what the city of Enid is doing for you, as well as what the library is doing, by going to our social media sites, which is Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also go to SeeClickFix.com, and you can also go to YouTube, and you can watch our what's going on Roku and our Fire TV. And another fun thing is is that we have a birthday in our office, and I don't know about you, but birthdays are very exciting, and so we are going to take the time and say happy birthday to Derek. So on 1, 2, 3, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Derek, happy birthday to you. Well, we hope that you have had just as much fun as we have, and we hope that you have enjoyed the set because it's just a blast. And so we want you to go out and do something fun and do something nice for someone else. Bye.
Bye.